Radical.
Welcome to part 2 of Radical Rapid Fire Comment Response for July 11 to July 17, 2022. Short comments, quick replies. Art Bell, I thought of Rick when I saw this title. Ice skating uphill. You're never going to be respected while live streaming in front of a wall of toys. Or making videos of stuff on display, demanding something that has to be earned. Well, I did a search for that, ice skating uphill, because I thought that might be interesting. Someone actually, talking about how it's a fact. At least with most of the ladies, if you have a lot of your toys in the background while you are streaming, it's hard to get a lot of respect from, I would say, maybe most females, maybe a big majority of males and whatnot. I guess it depends on what you got behind you, I guess I would say. Now, if you have maybe some horror stuff, some, Evil Dead stuff, maybe some sculptures, maybe some Jason stuff, yeah. But, if you have like, Kirby or some of the cutesy type stuff, I mean, you can have that. You can enjoy that. But as far as getting respect from the general public, you're not going to get much respect. Reptilian Richard Ramirez. I always have trouble saying that quick. Reptilian Richard Ramirez. Sup, Rick? Picked up a Series X for my living room, put the S in my bedroom. I have to say, the X is probably my favorite console that's ever been made. A few third-party games I've tried look noticeably better than the PS 5. Probably won't be using my PS 5 very much anymore. Well, I knew there was a little bit of a gap between the technical specs of the Series X and the PlayStation 5. Actually, maybe a significant gap. And it was kind of weird if you look at last generation, how there was a noticeable gap between the 720p, the Xbox 720p. What did they call it? The Xbox 720, I forget. But there was a gap, and a lot of people was like pointing out that a lot of the games that were 1080p on the PlayStation 4 were 720p on that. So I wonder, in what you've noticed, is it more of a frame rate thing, better frame rate, or resolution? Like, what have you personally noticed? Leave it in the comment section down below. Or any of you that have a Series X versus the PlayStation 5. If you have both, have you done a TV to TV comparison? Rayber80. All the women you be talking to makes me want to start flea marketing. Emoji with sunglasses on. I tell you, Rayber, it seems like every week, they're wearing less and less. Tighter clothing. And I think some of these females, they just go to the flea market just to show off their bodies. And I do not mind. Tell you one thing I'm going to try. I'm going to try to put all my female stuff I sell for the females a little bit lower. Like, a little bit lower under the table to where they have to bend over. I'm not going to explain why I do that, but I'm a bit naughty. 1221 Ralph. He just did another buy video talking about Scotty Kilmer. Haven't looked at it, but I searched Scotty Killer Clickbait. That's some killer clickbait. Scotty Kilmer Clickbait to see if he's been called out on it before. Well, I'm sure he has. Maybe not in video form. I get some people actually coming by a couple of my Scotty Kilmer uploads from last year, and they say, thank heavens, somebody's actually finally calling this guy out. And I'm sure maybe if he doesn't block commenters in his comment section, he did block me, by the way, he gets called out for it in his comment section. But he might block people or have people that block people for him. I'm sure he's got a staff of people that work on his YouTube channel. He's a bigger channel. So the thing is, I'm confused on why he thinks he needs to clickbait. I mean, are those extra couple thousand views really going to affect his channel in one way or shape? Usually it's like very small channels that feel they need to clickbait, but that's one thing that sticks out. He's a huge channel, but Scotty feels like he needs to clickbait. Dubez, Rick, if you can find someone to play Dying Light 2-player co-op campaign, you will have a great time. Me and my brother co-op through the whole game, always waiting for each other to schedule the game session, so we did it all together. Well, I played with someone years ago, and I will attest to this. One of the funnest co-op experiences you will ever have. I played a couple different people, maybe some strangers and whatnot. but it's a weird kind of game because you're all probably doing different things, and it's really fun at night. It is really fun at night when you're like teaming up to try and kill some of those violets, Viatels, or whatever they're called. Just a fun game in general. Even if you're playing single player, it's very fun. But it's one of those games where if you add more people, the fun factor just goes through the freaking roof. So I'm probably going to get Dying Light 2 at some point. It's sad. It's sad to actually see that it's not as highly rated as the first game, but I don't know. I'm still probably going to get it at some point because I want to experience that one. I love that whole series. Dying Light, the Dead Island game. I love them all.